Hi, I'm Ms.Damali. Ready for your read aloud? Freedom over me. Pieces of property, dreams of freedom. 11 slaves, their lives and dreams brought to life by Ashley Bryan. The Fairchilds. Miss Mary Fairchilds. I mourn the passing of my husband, Cato Fairchilds. He managed our estate alone. 11 Negro slaves. They carried out the work that made our estate prosper. He never hired an overseer. My husband apprenticed slaves to learn trades: carpentry, sewing, pottery, basketry, ironwork. Once our estate was established, Mr. Fairchilds loaned our skilled slaves to neighboring estates. Their earnings came to us. The profits increased the value of our estate. Life here without my husband would be impossible for me. I trust our Negro slaves, but I hear stories of runaways, of slave insurrections. I would not feel secure. I'm having the estate appraised. After the sale, I will return home to England, where I may live without fear, surrounded by my own good British people. For sale, Peggy, age 48, $150. I am the Fairchild's cook. I work in the big house, day in, day out, making special meals for the Fairchilds, plain food for the slaves. Like a field hand, I work hard, all profit to the estate. Miss Fairchild praises my cooking. She often chooses the menu and invites friends to show off my skills. Afterwards, I sneak leftover food to the slaves. As cook to the Fairchilds, I am free to wander the estate gardens and the woods. I learn about local plants, plants for cures, sarsaparilla, and chamomile roots, spruce and buttermilk roots. The spices I gather add flavor to the meals I cook for the household. Wandering the estate woods remind me of woods at home in Africa. Often I relive that day our village was raided. My father was killed, my mother and I captured, sold to white slavers. My mother and I survived the dreaded crossing to America. So many others died, crammed in the filthy holds of the vessel. The vessel dock. We were sold on the block. No two of a family or tribe together, frightened by voices shouting in no tribal language we knew, stripped of everything. Our language, our custom. They even took our names. They call me Peggy. Peggy! I've never again seen my mother. Still, I feel close to her, especially when I steam roots and herbs for cures for my slave family. This stirs ancestral memories, my roots in Africa. Peggy dreams. On the naming day ceremony, my parents named me Mariama, gift of God. My parents calling, Mariama, Mariama, sings on in me. As cooks of the Fairchilds, my room was built onto the shed behind the big house. But no advantages of working in the big house separated me from my brothers and sisters working in the fields. I tell the slave child Dora stories about each plant. I teach her basic steps in cooking well, just as my mother taught me. My knowledge makes me hunger for more, relieving the aches, the pains, the suffering of the slaves is my chief joy. When the young boy John suffered a head injury, he came to me. I examined the wound, then bound a poultice of roots and herbs around his head. Mrs. Fairchild's dinner guests praised my cooking. The praise, however, that touches my heart is to hear the slaves call me herb doctor.